Hi, I'm Andy, Youth Outreach Coordinator for the Gay Men's Chorus of Washington. We don't want to just tell you it gets better, we want to show you.
I'm Michael Weinberg. I'm 25 years old and I was born and raised in the DC area.
Jason Pears, and I'm from Fairhope, Alabama.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Dublin, Georgia.
Dublin, Georgia.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Puerto Rico.
Frederick, Maryland. Houston, Texas.
At an early age moved up to Maine and grew up there.
An hour inland from Myrtle Beach.
I'm a military brat, so I lived in a lot of different places.
Middle of cornfields, northern Illinois.
I'm Michael's older brother, Richard Weinberg.
Pretty much grew up in Maryland.
Columbia, Maryland.
Columbia, Missouri. Minneapolis, Minnesota.
South Korea.
Born and raised in the DC area.
In the suburbs here, out in Virginia.
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
A rural area of Texas.
Lyme, Connecticut.
Grew up in the Washington, D.C. area.
Very large farm in northern Michigan.
Hammond, Indiana.
Knox, New York.
Middle Tennessee, New York City, and I moved to Washington when I was 23.
Born in Missouri, moved to Atlanta when I was 13, and moved up here about 2 years ago to be with this guy.
I grew up the son of a Southern Baptist pastor.
I'm a parochial school kid. I grew up Catholic.
I always knew I was different.
I was very shy, very bashful.
I was more into playing with the Barbie dolls and dressing up the dolls.
I was talking to somebody and one of the other guys came up to me and said, "Hey, you talk like a girl."
I think it was about 5th grade. I started hearing words tossed around school, you know, faggot.
I was really into music and the arts. I'd been taking dance lessons and piano lessons.
I was this nerd. I was all into school.
Well, who gets AIDS? Well, it's only gay people or homosexuals. Well, what's a homosexual? It's a guy who likes another guy. Oh gosh, that's me. But I can't say that because then everybody will think I have AIDS.
I tried to be the straight guy.
I was dating a girl for a year or two, and I really had a crush on her brother.
This is how I was brought up, and this is what biblically I'm supposed to do, and then here's what I'm doing.
I was the smallest person in my class all through school, and I was picked on relentlessly.
From the time when I was in elementary school, I was called the girl because I liked the gymnastics, I didn't like sports.
I was teased daily. It was really awful. I hated middle school, and high school wasn't much better.
My dad picked up on that I was different than most people, and he threatened to send me to military school.
Stuff would happen and I'd get depressed or whatever, but then I'd be like, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to be the best ever, and they're not going to know what hit them.
I always knew that it would be a different story once I finally graduated high school and kind of got away from the small town.
College was where I found that niche, and I was able to come out to my family and everybody else, and they're like, "Oh, you should have done this years ago."
Junior year, I was actually the president of the Gay Straight Alliance on campus, and I was actually responsible for adding the B to our group's name.
I was part of an a cappella group. I was involved in the chorale and also the jazz band.
There was that sense of accomplishment that I had done this. I had kind of taken that next step in my life. But then there was also this sense of, okay, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into.
I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. I've tidied up my point of view. I got a new attitude.
I live my life openly and do a lot of volunteer work with gay organizations.
I get to live with my partner in a city that's not too loud, but still lets me to do all the fun things I want to do.
I'm fabulous. I do drag, I sing, I dance.
Before I came out, I took joy in all my friends and just being around people I loved and in my family. That hasn't changed.
I recently got engaged to
the man I think I was intended to be with the rest of my life.
I had a legal ceremony on top of a rooftop in downtown DC. Had just a couple of friends, most of them from the chorus.
The support of my friends and family is one thing that makes me extremely happy. Another thing that makes me very happy is my music. Playing piano, singing for the chorus.
To walk into the room on the 5th floor at the church and see a room of almost 200 gay men of all ages, shapes, and sizes. It was beautiful.
Holidays can be so fabulous. Homosexuals know just how to make them gay.
I love singing and performing, and now I love singing in this chorus with 200 other men every Sunday night as we practice to put a show together.
It melds both being a family and doing what I like to do and doing what I like to do well.
I've been doing music since I can remember, and I can't imagine doing anything else with my life professionally.
When it comes back to it, is having those close friends that you can confide in, and being able to, even if it's just one, being able to just sit down and watch a movie and talk.
Now I'm the youth outreach coordinator for the chorus, which has been an amazing experience. It's called Gen Out, and it allows me to talk to kids, to sponsors in the GSAs and schools throughout the DC area. We give free tickets to the kids. I really think we are a part of their growing up and their experience. We announce their school during the announcements in the beginning of the show, and they cheer and everybody claps. So it's really for them, it's a very safe space for them to come to and to enjoy our shows.
I always said that the first homophobe in my life was myself, throughout my life.
You are so important, and nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission.
If somebody ever tells you that there's something wrong with you because you're different, don't ever believe them, because it's not true.
Reach out to your guidance counselors, reach out to your principal, talk to your parents if you can. Find someone that you can talk to.
Look on the internet for a local chorus if music is your passion, and just to find other youth organizations. The Trevor Project is a great place to start.
Every second that you live is another second for you to better yourself. And when you do, people are going to be impressed and they're going to notice.
You never know what's going to happen that makes you happy. It could be the thing you've always wanted, or it could be the thing you never knew was there. And in not achieving what you thought you wanted, you may end up finding something beautiful.
Being gay is the best thing ever, I wish everyone was gay, because it's so much happiness.
I'm surprised sometimes when I look around. The fact that I'm part of the chorus, the fact that I've moved to DC and I've got my own house, and all this stuff I could have never imagined that.
God doesn't make mistakes, and as a person, we are all individuals in God's image.
Everyone is different. It's what you take ownership in your differences that make the difference.
You can either march in the parade, or you can sit on the sidelines and watch everyone else march by. And I've decided I need to get up and march in the parade.
It gets better.
It gets a lot better.
Things got instantly better.
It's gotten a lot better.
It does get better.
It will get better.
It will get better.
It definitely gets better.
It's just better every single day.
Everything does get better.
I couldn't ask to be in a better place.
It definitely gets better.
Hold on for one more day.
I got this guy right here. It doesn't get much better than that for me.
It's amazing if you'll let it.
There's nothing that's going to stop you.
The grand adventure has only just begun.
It really is a beautiful thing.